Hey everybody, happy Saturday to you. I was gonna just come out here and my plan was to just walk out here to the back of the field and just give you some inspirational something. I don't know. Hey, it's hot, humid, and a beautiful Saturday. However, before coming out here, I'd spent a little time on social media and I was watching and following this guy out of England who's in law enforcement, and some of the statements he's been making, it seems to be targeted strongly after guys like Elon Musk, where essentially he's saying, hey, if you're saying something that we disagree with in an online environment and we take it as incitement, we're going to come after you. It doesn't matter if you're an American or if you're in America or whatever. So it had me thinking, right? Because this has been one of my core issues. One of the core things that I keep talking about is this idea that we as law enforcement have to know what it is we believe and why we believe it. If you don't know that, the times that we are going into are going to be extremely challenging. And you are probably going to end up on the wrong side of a lot of issues. It's for all of us, right? Because see, we're in a career where, especially if you're in America, where you are the face of the government. And one of your primary roles in America is to ensure that you are protecting people's rights in line with the Constitution, in line with the Bill of Rights, right? So there is this rise of this thinking that's like, well, there's these exceptions. And who do you think is going to enforce these so-called exceptions? Well, it's going to be law enforcement, or those who are enlisted by the government, be it military or law enforcement. History tells us this. But then history also tells us that when people in these roles don't know the difference between right or wrong, or they don't have the courage to stand up when things are clearly right or wrong, or the ability or willingness to say, hey, this isn't right and I am not going over the cliff with the rest of society. When people in these positions aren't willing to do that, then all sorts of atrocities happen. And usually it's through permissiveness. It happens because people, men and women, but men fail to stand up and fail to say, listen, we're not going to do this because it's not right. It's not whatever. It's not moral. It's not legal. It's not lawful, or whatever the situation may be. And just keep in mind that not all things that are considered legal or lawful are necessarily moral, because there has to be some bottom line as to what is right and what is wrong. So that's what I want to mention to you now. Didn't mean to keep you on here too long. I know that's not really the, hey, it's a beautiful Saturday, because it really isn't. It's kind of raining right now and there's no cows in the field. You know what I mean? It's just not perfect, but hope you guys enjoy it. That's my thoughts for today. I probably will have more to say on this as I continue to digest it. But just in general, know why you believe what you believe. If you can't answer that question, then you start there. And if you're in a role like law enforcement, that is probably the first thing you need to do. Why do you believe what you believe? What is actual truth? Because if you don't know that, the future is not going to be good. Have a blessed day. We'll talk to you tomorrow.